Daniel Pink has identified three primary factors: autonomy, purpose, and mastery, which enable intrinsic motivation. These are very similar to the self determination theory factors that you learned about earlier. Most people want freedom and autonomy to do their work in the way they prefer, and that's often the best way to motivate them intrinsically and get their best performance and productivity. Different people may value different levels of autonomy, and perceived autonomy is as important as real autonomy. So, organizational leaders and managers will have to figure out what works for each individual. The fact remains, however, that we all value autonomy and freedom. We don't like to be managed and controlled. One of my favorite lines from Daniel Pink's book is this: control leads to compliance, but autonomy leads to engagement. Engagement is what succeeds long term. Compliance is short term and needs constant policing, which is hard to sustain. Researchers also repeatedly found that most people have a strong desire for intellectual challenge, an urge to put in the hard work to master something new and engaging and gain expertise, which in turn is often the best predictor of productivity. Mastery and expertise also involve perseverance and learning from failure, and that's a continuous process. You can always learn more and more. Work hard, don't get disheartened by failures, and become better and better at what you do. And when the organizational culture also encourages and recognizes all that, it can be a very engaging and motivating feeling. Moving on to purpose, everyone wants to feel that the work they do has some meaning and is part of a larger objective or purpose. Being cogs in a wheel or being told exactly how to do your job can undermine that considerably. All companies run the roller coaster of business ups and downs, but having a higher purpose prevents those ups and downs from creating distractions. This business roller coaster need not distract employees from feeling engaged and motivated and doing their work effectively. This is where money fails to inspire. If your job's purpose is only to make more money for the corporation and for yourself, that does not feel like a great purpose. But if you are contributing to mapping the human genome or enabling a better use of technology to diagnose and treat patients better, that can spur you on much better. Even if the organization is not doing anything nearly as lofty, it's possible to phrase the job roles more appropriately to enable employees to appreciate what they are doing. Employees themselves can often figure out better ways to contribute. Those who believe that they are working towards something larger and more important than themselves are often the most hardworking, productive, and engaged employees in the workplace. It also helps to have the organization take an active part in corporate social responsibility and showcase their volunteers and contributions. It's important to go beyond mere measurement by numbers, money, and targets and connect employees' work to people and values. Research also confirms that this actually works much better in motivating them. If the workplace culture is designed around providing employees with autonomy, mastery, and purpose, that would result in happier, more engaged, and more productive and innovative employees. And that's as close to organizational utopia that you can get.